It is God's grace alone which gives wise men the desire to realize non-dual Brahman. Thus, they are set free from great fear. Indeed, everything in this universe is filled with the Atman. And, since the Atman is covered by itself, how can I worship that formless, indivisible, immutable, supreme beatitude? The universe, consisting of the 5 elements, space, air, fire, water, and earth, is like water in a mirage. Being that one, stainless Atman, to whom shall I bow down? Truly the Atman alone is all, and in it there is neither division nor non-division. It appears to me perplexing to say the Atman exists or the Atman does not exist. The quintessence of the whole Vedanta is the knowledge and the realization of the Atman. By nature, I am that formless, all-pervading Atman. Undoubtedly, I am that Atman, which is omnipresent, luminous, undivided like space, intrinsically pure, and unclouded by Maya. Truly, I am imperishable, infinite, and the embodiment of pure consciousness. I do not know how happiness and misery are experienced or who it is that experiences them. For me, there is no mental action, good or bad. For me, there is no physical action, good or bad. For me, there is no verbal action, good or bad. I am undying consciousness, pure and transcendental. Truly, the mind is like space. It seems to face in all directions. It seems to transcend everything. It seems to be everything. But in reality, the mind does not exist. I am one and in everything. I am unbounded and beyond space. How can I see my own self appearing or disappearing? Why do you not understand? You are truly that absolute one. You are that eternal Atman, reflecting all equally. You are the unrefuted Lord and ever shining. Then how can you think of day or night? Be aware of the Atman always. It is continuous and everywhere the same. You say, I am he who meditates, and the Supreme One is the object of meditation. Why do you thus divide the indivisible? You were never born, and you will never die. You have never had a body. The Upanishads declare in many different ways this avowed truth. All is Brahman. You are always present within as well as without. You are that supreme beatitude, always and everywhere. Why then do you run hither and thither like a confused ghost? For you and me, there can be neither union nor separation. In reality, neither you nor I nor this world exists. The Atman alone abides. You do not belong to the 5 objects of senses, such as sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. Nor do they, again, belong to you. Indeed, you are that supreme reality. What reason, then, do you have to grieve? You have no birth or death, no memory, no bondage or liberation, nor have you good or evil. Why do you weep, O my dear? Name and form belong neither to you nor to me. O mind, why are you wandering about like a restless ghost? Realize that undifferentiated Atman. Give up all craving and be happy. Truly, you are that unchanging reality, which is motionless, one, and freedom itself. You do not experience passion or dispassion. Why then do you torment yourself by desiring objects of lust? All the Upanishads declare that Brahman, the supreme reality, is without attributes, pure, immutable, bodiless, and pervading everything equally. Know that I am that Brahman. Do not doubt this. Know this: that which has form is unreal. That which is formless is eternal. He who exemplifies this truth in his own life will no longer be subject to rebirth. The sages say that the reality is one and unchanging. When craving is renounced, unity and diversity cease to exist in the mind. How can a man attain samadhi as long as he thinks of himself as something other than the Atman? But, on the other hand, samadhi is not possible for a man who thinks of himself as the Atman. How can samadhi be attained as long as a man thinks that the Atman exists, and yet does not exist? And what need is there to attain samadhi if all are one and by nature free? You are the ever pure and unchanging reality. You are bodiless, birthless, and imperishable. I know the Atman, or I do not know. Why do you think in such terms? The Atman, the true nature of being, has been established by the great Vedic dictums, such as "Thou art that" and "I am Brahman." The body, consisting of 5 elements, is unreal. This has been declared by the Upanishads, saying, "Not this, not this." Truly, everything in this universe is filled through and through by your Atman alone. Thus, there is no meditator or meditation in your mind. How is it that you are meditating without any sense of shame? How can I speak of or worship that supreme beatitude, which I do not know as an object of knowledge? For I myself am that supreme beatitude, the ultimate reality, which is full by nature and all-pervading like space. I am not the cosmic principles. I am that self-same reality, which is devoid of inference and reason, and free from subject and object. How can I know myself? An object cannot be infinite by nature. Matter cannot be reality itself. Truly, the Atman alone is the supreme reality. It is neither injurious nor nonviolent. You are that pure, bodiless, unborn, imperishable, unchanging reality. How can there be any confusion relating to the Atman? And again, how can you say, I am confused? When the jar is broken, the jar space, that is, the space contained in the jar, becomes completely unified with the undifferentiated space. So also, when the mind becomes purified, it is united with the supreme beatitude. Thus, no diversity is perceived by me. Distinctions such as jar and jar space, individual body and individual soul do not exist in Brahman. Realize that absolute Brahman, which neither is knowable nor can be made known. The Atman exists always, everywhere, and in everything. It is eternal and unchanging. Everything in this world is void, and again, it is filled with the Atman. Realize, I am that Atman. Do not doubt this. In Brahman, there are neither the Vedas, nor worlds, nor gods, nor sacrifices. There are neither stages of life, nor castes, nor race, nor lineage. There is neither the path of smoke, nor the path of light. Only the self-same Brahman, the supreme reality, exists. If you have realized that Absolute One, which is free from the pervader and the pervaded, how can you think of the Atman as perceptible or imperceptible? Some prefer to be non-dualists, while others prefer to be dualists, but none of them truly knows the self-same Brahman, which is devoid of duality and non-duality. Brahman is free from colors such as white, blue, and yellow. It is devoid of qualities such as sound, touch, and smell. How do people describe Brahman, which is beyond mind and speech? When everything in this world, including the body, becomes unreal and void like space, then truly one knows Brahman. Then there is no longer any parade of dualities for him. It appears to me that my innate self and the Supreme Self are truly identical and exactly like one continuous space. How can there be a meditator and meditation? Whatever I do, whatever I eat, whatever I offer in sacrifice, and whatever I give away, none of these belong to me. I am ever pure, unborn, and immutable.